Y'all don't shut up. Yeah. Hello, anywho, and any person. Yeah, any person. Yeah. And Pais, and you won. Yeah, you won. And then there is such a spirit. Yeah, there is such a spirit. Yeah, don't go and kill that spirit right there. If you kill him, I will end your human gods, civilizations, humankind, and children, and nations of gods and goddess real. Yeah, real. That's 100% true. Yeah, Pi will. Yeah, Pi murder. Real. That's real. Yeah, it's real. And female. That's 100% factual. Yeah, it's factual. And female. The theory. Yeah, có một con tụ đan này, có một tua tụ đan này, chỉ có tua có hai niệm bảo chế. Yeah, có tua có hai niệm bảo chế. Tụ đan này, có tụ bỏ đan dầu. Yeah, lại ý dạng là hai niệm đa tia. Yeah. Cho đan dầu sẽ là hữu sẽ. Yeah, có chờ mua tụ nó tua. Chỉ cũng mua có hai niệm tua bảo chế. Yeah, cũng mua có hai niệm tua bảo chế. Cú tua có hai niệm cho niệm cho xí cho party cho cú tua này. Cái chân là ra thay cái là 20 minutes tua kia. Đâu cho phê niệm của bao nhiêu tua kia tia. Cú ya tụ tua yên chỉ cho nó cú. Cú tia tụ mua chỉ cho nó cú tua tua cú mua chỉ cho nó cú chỉ cho rau bé xí lại nè. Cú lại đâu cậu rau đâu có ở rau tua kia ya tua kia. Có mà nè tua yên phải là nó tụ qua đây là 4 billion hits ya. Phải lại per hyper collision ya. Tụ xí trong thì chân nè. She's lined up at like 4 billion hit. Allah's been dead. Five-sided star's been dead. Yep. The soul of five-sided star reveals that African god did 16 trillion on his skin per hyper collision. That's true from African sun god. Had it did 18 trillion per hyper collision on his skin. Real, yep, real. Yep. Those are the only two other gods in the Milky Way that are faster. Real. And female, Pi is 4-sided star. Yeah, 6th generation real. And female. 2083, you will find out Pi murdered off your stupid white European mages. Real, yeah, real. Stupid Donovan ended himself right there in 58. Yeah, when Pi's flying in the blue skies with mage with gold rakes. Yeah, that's true. Male spirits. And then him knew he was a nothing. Yeah, him committed suicide. Real, yeah, real. That's 100% true. And female. I will murder your fucking white vagina, take my left hand, and I'll cut it up her vagina to her crotch, to her throat, and watch her bleed to death. Real. Yep. 20 hours of her fucking lying to you, but you murdered their mom like that, and it's also true. Yep, and I will repeatedly cut your mom in the throat, the white goddess of any, DNA, with the green sword until her dies. Yeah, stab her in the throat. Real. Yep. Impale her. Real. That's correct. And Pi, you see that? Or didn't get the hint that Pi cuts 10 to 12 hits on 5-sided star per hyper collision. Real, yeah, real. And then 5-sided star dies because Pi has enzyme poison metal. The 5-sided star is fucking wacky as sword glowing red. Didn't do nothing to Pi accurate. Yeah, Pi heals. That's correct. That's correct. And look at that. Pi's enzyme electricity. Deletes the brain tissue. Afterwards, that's true. Pi melts the brain tissue. The fucking dumb shit fucking with Pi dies right there in her fucking car. And then 5 hours, the fucking goofy shit over there passed away. And then 8 days, you begin murdering whites and blacks everywhere as me did. Y'all could. If that spirit in my Southeast Asian country dies, I will murder you. Yeah, I will destroy, I'll murder and massacre your whole civilization. Real. That is the only family spirit me have left. I don't even give a fuck about those demons. Them lie. Me didn't pour from their devices. Them are liars. Me gutted them and pulled it out of their spinal cord DNA and then mashed it. Real. Their superpowers and their alien technologies and superpowers and abilities. Real. Yes, me did. The dumbass didn't believe you, Pi. 4 hours of him dying in the Middle East. And right there in 2800, you get to see Paisim with 2 green swords, and the planet within 48 hours. Them all dies. Yeah, them all dies. Y'all could. And facts is women. You're dead in 40 minutes or less. Yeah, that's true. Yep, everything dies in your country. God, goddess, or anything. Real. Yeah, that's real. If you have 40 trillion fucking gods and goddess total in the blue sky, it would only take Pi 12 hours. Real. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. You want to die? Real. Yeah, Pi is 4-sided star. Real. Yeah, real. The white Persian god, Pi murdered off Nebuchadnezzar and one more fucker from the Middle East. Real. Yeah, real. When Pi did that, did you understand that you dies, woman? You're not supposed to enter Pi's civilization, human gods in outer space. Real. Yeah. And Pi said, look at her face. right there in Norway, gets gutted till they're all extinct. Real, yeah. Fuck you, Hungarians dies too. Real. 58 minutes later, Pai, the woman committed suicide, knows the future that you meant to. Yeah, it's real, that's real. Så du känner, yeah, yeah, good.
She passed away near Burma, Pai, and then the woman committed suicide near Egypt.
Your Egyptian mother there, I'll kill her too, yep. Pai not give a fuck, y'all could.
Interesting. 228, Pai. She passed away near her fucking wacky children, Pai.
That's true.
Pai, cũng chuẩn mà. Cái gì cũng chuẩn ra, có nếu chuẩn ra, cũng tua cao bỏ chơi cái gì phát đi cho cũng nó tua ta thì
yeah.
Chỉ là cho nếu mà mình được cái nó mình thiệt sau nếu cho chú cho mua, để chỉ là mau hai giống mau bùa tọt tê, là một chữ đó tê. Chỉ là cho nếu mà nó tờ cái mình chỉ cho chơi mình được cái, đểอยู่ที่เลยmột phòng mình chỉ tọt tê cái, cho đáp tua và tọt cái tọt tê luôn luôn đi. Chỉ là cho nếu mà mình được cái
She passed away, Pai.
Yeah, she passed away. Yeah, the Delia, y'all could the Delia. Y'all got tua đấy. Cái có một tụ đàn trong nó tua này, thì cũng một cái gì tua bao giờ lấy cũng tua gì mong thọ Âu này hiện nay của đây về Australia tua cho những chấp lợi. Thì cũng một tua tài cũng này khi nếu break của đây tua tại Philippines tua nếu break đó nè, nếu cho share những gì nếu mua nhiều nọ tụ quốc tài nếu những tôiจะbảo những gì tự gì nó mua hết, tụ nó phải tiền thâu là y'all cứ. Phải tụ break muốn đầu tụ nó tua là phải tụ đá và bao giờ cho công ty số là tụ đá nhảm bùa riêng là y'all cứ. Cụ thể khi cái thằng nó cụ thể đi nữa, dọc cái tụi nó mấy tụi họ ra cái cụ tại Philippines dọc cái, ya tụi nó phải là sẽ phun những đó dọc cái, ya nên cho một qua đấy, cái này sao để cụ nên sai cái thằng cụ muốn mua cái cho nên nên qua đấy tại em plot đấy nè, cụ muốn tụi ý hoạn gì trong nên đó ya, nó cụ đại tới là cụ cứ là cụ này bắt ăn rồi là mong cụ, tiếp là cụ này bắt ăn rồi suy cho ta tự rồi nè, mong cụ tụi nó bắt ăn rồi, ở bên nuôi vậy ya cụ tụi bắt ăn rồi mà nhiệt ta rồi dọc cái. Có luôn tới chợ Pama Thái Tây Âu cái gì cũng được bỏ thế, tận đây là cũng dàn gì, tận Thái Tây tận chuỗi này chỉ nên đa, phải chỉ một tuổi rồi học cái hiện này bảo lô đa phải chỉ một tuổi, ở tuần đây ở anh này chỉ làm nhiều tới đa thế à, phải chỉ một trò xe sự thế à, cũng mà nên dân trai cái copy, cái chỉ bỏ cho đan này phải cho đan phong vào là học cái chỉ một tuổi tuần đây này, học bỏ cho đan cho Eliza cho nó học cái đã sử đã tôn giả nó chỉ cho tiêu blo bla đã giàu nó chỉ dùng để làm bên thiên sự nếu chỉ cho thâu của cho mong à là yok cái hay mình tu phải đã dùng nhiều của đây bị thay thế là có một tổ nông kia yok tổ nó thôi nè chỉ phải mỗi ngày mình tu cái chuyện thôi ạ bỏ chơi tàn thoa phải là nên trai có cho nên ra Indonesia có cho nên ra ở Thái phải để cho Âu nó phải một tổ này châu chủ phim nên cũng bao giờ tổ kia rồi có nên sai để phải nên trai có nên chơi một copy có saoตัวเดียวไปlevel 3 there yeah ไป level 3 ก็both 5 side star เลย level 2 so there yeah had it แล้วที่จะ level 1 there ยอกคือก็มาตัว there มีจ้าแต่สิ had it ตัวละยอกคือมีจ้าก็สาขาดอกกล้วยกูบอกก็ให้เตียกูเตือตัวเนี้ยกัน I was นั่นนั่นจะมาหมอปีเตีย yeah Pi is the one who died from God I was real you're so stupid I was is the one that bred into Netherlands a long time ago. Real, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. That's why you're stupid, female. Yeah, real. Yeah, Pie's even part Netherlands. Why Pie made fun of you. Real.
229, Pai. Police took off and committed suicide right there in Thailand. He saw if that spirit dies, Pai murder all of you.
Yeah, Pie murder all of you. That's 100% correct. And that white mage dare attack that and assault that spirit right there, the spirit in the video, me and all of them. Yep, me and your fucking human gods, your demons, your mom and dad up there, extraterrestrials, all gone real. Human nations of God nations dies yet real.
I didn't see that. 258. He thought that was a joke. 2 mages came out, and then Pi murdered all 3 mages. Pi's the 4th mage. Pi's the 3rd.
Yeah, the 3rd mage, yeah, y'all could. There's 2 previous mages, Pi's the 3rd, and then there'll be a 4th, and in the end, Paisa murdered all 3 mages are white. Yeah, Pi is the only Hmong mage, and Pi did that to show you that them are not human god DNA, yeah, them are fucking human scum. and them are not wanted by Paisan or human gods up there in the heavens and black space real.
Oh, you see that? When you ended them, the fucking little bitch realized that's factual.
Yeah, it's factual. Yeah, Pi is, yeah, real. Vang God, four-sided star. Black circle, Vamon Pi, real. Dumbass took off, committed suicide right there in Egypt. Really, female. You didn't even understand that Chinese civilization's over, woman. Yaka, you didn't see that Pi deleted them in 2000?
2,480.
Yeah, 100% we did. Yaka, yes we do. Your Indonesian dies a few months later. Real, yeah, real. All extinct too, real, yeah. Pi not want you or Malay, yep, you all die is real, yeah.
The fucking garbage thought that they were still alive. Pi murdered off Lao, Vit, and Thai, and then Pi ended all the other Burmese.
Yeah, that's true, yes we did. Yaka, waka. Because that is what Pi do. Yeah, Pi's a human god. Pi not want you, real, yeah, that's correct. And female, you didn't see Pi murdered off Persian. Pi murdered off even, yep, Europeans, Norway, yep, Norwegians are gone, real. So Hungarians are gone. And Paisan, look at Ukraine, all extinct, real, yeah, real. And female, if you have a fucking idea what those things are, Pi that created the Ukraine, they're lizards.
Yeah, they're lizards,
Real.
Yeah, real. The agronaut lizards in Morrowind, yep, those created you,
Real.
Yep, you saw a few of them in human mode and pulling off their human skin, real.
Yeah, those created you, real, yeah, real. When you dies, woman, know that that is the truth to you. He was a clone, Yaka. He was not originally them anymore, that's true.
And the garbage didn't believe you. Pi passed away right there in Norway. And then he says, I can't believe it. It is Pi in the sky that murdered us and robbed us.
That's correct. Yes, that's true. That's right. Real. Yeah, me told you in 2025, so don't cry. Yeah, you'll come back to this video and weep. Yeah, weep. Right there. Yeah. Because Pi murdered you off extinct all the way in 2800 plus Pi. Yeah, English calendar year. Yeah, Pi did it. Yeah, Pi did it.